Hey everyone, what's up? What's up? What's up? Lighting again. I don't understand. It can work well one day, not well the next. Oh, of course, it gets all tangled. Ooh, it's a little too bright. Oh well, that's just going to work, just like that. Okay, anyways, hey, it's Monday. Like September something. What is it? What is today? The 18th. It's the 18th. My goodness. It seems like September has just flown by. I don't understand how it's just flown by like it. I mean, I was told growing up that the older you get, the faster time goes. You know, remember when you were little and summer break seemed to, last forever. Of course, never long enough. But now that, you're an adult and you actually have, to do things and do adult stuff and everything, I'm just like stunned at how quickly, time goes. So it is middle of September. Got 2 more weeks left of September, and then we go into October, and we've only got 3 more months left of the year. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. Anyway, hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. We had a decent weekend, I guess. We had an event we had to go to Friday night, and with all the rain and mess that we had, it was also cold. It was a cold and rainy Friday night outside. It was like mid-40s and cold and wet. So we did well all day Saturday. Saturday evening, I got the touch of something. I don't know if it was a stomach bug or something, but I started feeling horrible, and it wiped me out Saturday evening, and I was just exhausted all day yesterday. So I'm pretty sure it's all this, back and forth weather. I mean, we were 90s the beginning of last week, mid-40s Friday, back up to nearly 80 today, and by the end of the week we'll be back into 40s. I didn't think you could get crazier than Alabama weather. Montana said, hey, watch this, because Montana's got some crazy weather. I mean, an hour from us, they got 5 inches of snow. 5 inches of snow. Yeah. Anyway. Crazy weather. So, anyways, tonight, this lovely Monday, we are doing Grasshopper Martinis. And last week showed you guys how to do some do-it-yourself stuff to help take care of yourselves, because it's all about self-care, self-improvement. Take care of ourselves, we're more likely to be kind and care for others. So, I'm going to continue that this evening with some bath bombs and bath salts. Super simple, super inexpensive, and like I said several times last week, if you are going out and spending 20, 30 bucks on bath salts or bath bombs, there is no reason for you to do that, because you can make them at home for a fraction of the price. And you can customize them any which way you want. But first, tonight, we are going to make the Grasshopper Martini. And I did not think of this one until a little while after I started this whole thing. My husband and I are huge fans of Big Bang Theory. I mean, it's like one of our favorite shows. And we watched reruns of it, and there was a rerun when Penny wanted to practice drinks when she was going to be a bartender, and Raj at that point was not speaking to women, and the only way that he could speak to women is drinking alcohol, and she made him a Grasshopper Martini, and that became like his go-to thing for the longest. So I've never tried one, so I looked one up, and that's what we're going to make this evening. And I'm actually kind of excited about it, because I've had this bottle of creme de menthe for a long time. longer than I probably want to admit. I don't even know if it's good. It's never been opened. Either way though, you need cream de mint. I'm hoping it's still good. Like I said, I've had it for a long time. Of course, a shaker with ice. You need white or clear creamed cocoa. I see it spells a couple different ways. Either way, you need the clear stuff of it. And then it says you can either do vodka or creamer or cream. I'm choosing the cream this evening just because I didn't want to use vodka. Anyway, so real simple. Shaker with ice. Then you need, super simple, equal parts of your clear cream to cacao. Then you need equal part of either vodka or cream. I am doing cream. And then I'm going to open up this really old bottle of cream de menthe. And it did say specifically green cream de menthe because if you're going to do grasshopper, you want it to be green. And that is minty. And equal part, of course, of that. And look at how pretty of a green that is. I've never actually had this before. Like I said, I don't even remember how I came to get this bottle. But I'm glad I did. And it looks like if it's good, I can make another one. All right, and then, of course, give it a nice, good shake. And I bet you it's green. But again, the reason why I chose to do this is because Big Bang Theory, they made Grasshopper Martini. And I said, let me see what that's all about, and tried it this evening. So let's see how this goes. It's not bad. In fact, that cream de menthe would be perfect in a chocolate martini. Yeah. Might try that later on this evening. Yeah. I have never bought a bottle of it, so I don't even think I've seen a bottle of it in the store. So I guess I will have to go check that out. It's really good. True story, years and years and years ago, way back in college, my roommate and I, we would take, we would each have, $20. And we'd go into the liquor store and we'd see who could buy the most with $20. And we bought the most random stuff. I mean, there was root beer, schnapps. There was all sorts of gross stuff. Anyways, I bought a bottle of peppermint schnapps. I mean, and I'm not talking like a small bottle, a big bottle. Because it was like $7 or something. That thing lasted me until we moved here to Montana. And I either gave it away or I dumped it out. Because I figured 15 years later, if I hadn't drank it, there was no reason to have it. Peppermint schnapps. It is super strong. If you need to knock out a cold, if you got some kind of funk going on, get you a tiny little sip of that stuff. It will clear it out. It is strong. Grasshopper Martini. That is really good. I think I would add a little bit more cream and a little bit more of the cream to cacao, whatever it is, instead of the vodka. But it's really good though. Really, really good. I wouldn't be surprised if we bought it at the same time, Sarah. I would not be surprised. Yeah, I mean, we moved here 2 years ago, and I said, you know what? I hadn't drank it since, so it was time to part with it, so it went away. Okay, so this evening, we are making bath salts and bath bombs. Last week, told you guys this is really simple stuff. Really simple to customize, really easy to fit to exactly what you want. First thing we're going to do is bath salts. You are going to need Epsom salts and sea salt. Epsom salt and sea salt. It does say that you can, or I have heard that you can add baking soda if you want. Baking soda helps balance the water, your water, so, but it's not, of course, necessary. So, what's nice about bath salts is equal parts of Epsom salt and sea salt. We're going to do a cup of Epsom salt. And again, I mean, it's not like it has to be exact. There are some people that, there are some recipes that do require exact measurements. But fortunately, these are not it. And then 1 cup of sea salt. And that will probably be the end of my sea salt. Yep. And then, guess what? That, for the most part, is done except for you stirring it up. Now, what's nice about bath salts is them by themselves are extremely relaxing, soothing. If you have stiff muscles or joints, if you have a horrible cold, any of that going on, this is one of the best things you can do is just to sit in a hot, the hottest water you can stand for about 15-20 minutes and just sweat it out and let your body absorb the sea salt and the Epsom salt. Help cleanse your body. Now, like I said, that for the most part is done. You could put half cup of this into your water, your bath water, and call it a done deal. If you want, you can add essential oils. I am actually going to add rosemary and peppermint. And the reason why I'm doing rosemary and peppermint is because they are wonderful for focus and waking up in the morning. So I actually am not going to use these as bath salts. I'm just going to sprinkle them in the bottom of my tub when I'm getting in to take a shower. And as the water hits it, it will release the scents and wake me up. Like I said, the rosemary helps with focus. And it's a wonderful way to get your day started. Anyway, so once you mix it up really well, I mean, that is it. Your bath salts are done, and I am spilling it everywhere. I am no Martha Stewart, y'all. I am not Rachel Ray. I never, ever claim to be. I am probably one of the messiest cooks. I mean, if you were to come in here when I was cooking a recipe, there's stuff everywhere. All right, if you use essential oils, you want to store it in a glass bottle because, again, see, going everywhere. Essential oils are meant to break down toxins. Our plastics are most of the time contain toxins. So as soon as you add anything with essential oils in it, they are going to start working to break down the plastic. Yes, sleep. Lavender, definitely lavender. If you have cedarwood, lavender and cedarwood are good. Cedarwood and orange, lavender and orange. There's valerian. There is, with Young Living, you've got Stress Away, Tranquil, Rutavala. But lavender's probably your best bet to help with relaxation and getting ready for bed. So again, like I said, that is your bath salts. You could even mix it up inside the jar if you want. That way, so you don't even have to worry about all the other measuring cups and stuff. So, and then when it's time to take a bath, sprinkle it in, you're done. That's it. These make really good gifts. So with Christmas just a few months away, think about that. Again, you can add dried herbs if you want, but remember, anything that you put in it has got to go down your drain, and you don't want to unclog those drains because you put some dried herbs in there. So essential oils are your best bet. All right, now we're going to do some super simple bath bombs. Now, all of the bath bomb recipes that I have seen, most of them contain citric acid, and citric acid is actually very drying to the skin. So if you have taken a really hot bath, which hot water unfortunately contributes to dry skin, but citric acid is one of those things that can actually cause dry skin. So this will not include citric acid. These bath bombs, again, super simple, probably things that you already have at home. You are going to need baking soda, and I have, there it is, baking soda. You're going to need cream of tartar, which surprisingly I found cream of tartar at our Albertsons for $2 a bottle. It's on sale through, I think, the end of the year actually. Usually I can only find little tiny bottles, but I actually found cream of tartar, which if you're a preschool teacher and you make homemade Kool-Aid, you need cream of tartar. So, or homemade Play-Doh, sorry. You need cream of tartar. But I did go to Albertsons and I found cream of tartar for $2 a bottle, and that was super cheap compared to what I found at Walmart. Hey, baking soda, cream of tartar, you need a tiny bit of either olive oil, almond oil, coconut oil, fractionated so it's liquid, grapeseed, some kind of liquefied carrier oil. And then you also need a little bit of Epsom salt. Alright, so you need 1 cup of baking soda, which I have already measured that out. 1 cup of baking soda. You need a ½ cup of cream of tartar. And it looks like one of those bottles is just about ½ a cup. It was probably a tiny bit more, but guess what? I don't care. And then you need, where is it? 3 tablespoons of Epsom salt. Now, again, if you guys are spending, because from what I understand, there's some companies that do have wonderful, wonderful, wonderful bath bombs and stuff, but again, there's no reason for me to spend $6 to $10 for a bath bomb when I can make it for myself for less than $6. And I can make a whole lot more for less than $6. And I can make it for how I want it to smell for less than $6. So, anyway. And I can make sure that there's no harmful, horrible chemicals, ingredients in there. Alright, anyway, so you're going to mix those up, your baking soda, your cream of tartar, and your Epsom salt up really well. And then you are going to add 1 teaspoon of your olive oil, your almond oil, your liquefied coconut oil, grapeseed. You're going to add 1 tablespoon of that. And give it a good stir. And you're also going to need a spray bottle of water. And a spray bottle, because you're only going to need, you start with like 5 sprays of water, because you're trying to find the consistency that you need to make sure that it is packed. You can pack it tightly. And the way you're going to judge this is, actually, I'm going to use a muffin tin. I have seen people put their bath bombs in ice cube trays. I got this muffin tin at Dollar Tree. It's $1. I use it to separate like buttons, put paint in. These things are used for so much. Anyways, grab you a couple Dollar Tree muffin tins. And then what you're going to do is, once you have mixed that all together, and like I said, you've already sprayed like probably 5 sprays of water into it, you're going to check the consistency. Now, when you pick it up, If it crumbles, you probably need a little bit more water. And then at that point, you're just gonna add like 3 squirts at a time. Check the consistency. If it crumbles easily, you're probably going to add a little bit more. Just until that way, so when you pick it up and put it in your hands, it does not fall apart. There you go. So you want to pack it really tight. Now, like I said, I'm going to use a muffin tin. And all you're going to do is pack your, and I think that when I made this last week, it made 6. Of course, I'm filling these up a little bit more than I did last week. Because I do try these things out before I, you know, present them. Not everything, but I do try to make sure that it's not going to be a huge, you know, fail, or at least prepare myself for a failure. Anyway, so you are going to, at that point, you know, fill your holes. Press it, you know, really, really tight. Press it in there really, really tight. And then you're just going to let it sit for 24 hours. You are going to let it sit for 24 hours. Now, if you want to, you can divide the mixture up and add different scents. Eucalyptus is a wonderful wonderful oil to use right now. With all the seasons changing and the weather going back and forth, our respiratory systems are going cuckoo crazy. So eucalyptus is one of those that's going to help you, you know, really open up that respiratory system. So if you want to mix in eucalyptus and lemon together, those are good to use when you need to help open up that respiratory system. Then if you want to, you can also add food coloring if you want. I don't like to use food coloring because, again, you put food coloring in it and then you're going to drop it in your tub. I'm always scared that it's going to end up dying, like a pink ring or a green ring or something around my tub. I don't have to put coloring in it to be, you know, happy. So anyways, like I said, you're just going to smush it into your muffin tin. Like I said, you could do ice cube trays if you want. Let it sit for 24 hours, just like this. Let it sit for 24 hours inside whatever container you choose to do it in. After 24 hours, you can flip it over onto, I've got a cookie sheet where I've just put a piece of foil on. And then once you flip them out, you let them sit for another 24 hours. Only because with them being thick, it may take a little bit more time for them to dry. But then that's it. Once they sit for 24 hours, and you probably don't have to wait for them to sit for 24 hours at that point. But just the directions that I've found and have been using, those are the best. So pack it tightly into whatever container you want to. And then let this sit for 24 hours. Flip it onto a cookie sheet or a towel or something. Let it sit for another 24 hours. And then that is it. You are done. Then all you have to do is start your bath water to super hot water. Drop one of these in. You're still going to get the same fizz. You're still going to get the same benefits as if you had spent 10, 12, however much dollars for some name brand, you know, Bath and Body products. It's that simple, really. I mean, I wish years and years ago I had thought to, you know, hey, let me, you know, see how I can make these so I can, you know, make tons and tons of money for something so simple. But again, there's no way to gauge what is exactly in them. So at least now I can I can see exactly what I'm putting in them. I know it's getting into my body. So when you're sitting in that tub, it's getting absorbed to your body. So I know it's just baking soda, Epsom salt, cream, and tartar. I'm good. So like I said, use lavender. It's calming, relaxing. It's good for before you go to bed at night. Rosemary is wonderful for focus. So if you make one of these bath bombs in the morning, when you get up in the morning, throw one of these in the shower. Let the water hit it, and it will help open up the sinuses. It will help focus. It'll help wake you up. it's this little shower disc. So use eucalyptus for the respiratory system. In a couple months when everybody is sick, everyone feels miserable, use eucalyptus. That will make you feel so much more. Combine it with lemon, and lemon really helps, clear all that, junk out. If you're in pain, if you got aching muscles or joints, wintergreen is wonderful for soothing aching joints and muscles. So that's it. Seriously, it is that simple. Next week I'm going to show you guys how to make some quick do-it-yourself stress relievers. Those little, stress balls. We're gonna make some of those, and I've got some fun ones to make. So stress relievers next week, and the caramel apple martini. We're going into fall, so why not start some fall drinks, fall martinis. I am putting together what we're doing in October, and hopefully over the next few days I will be posting the events, the Monday night Facebook Lives here soon, and I think I've got through the end of the year kind of planned. There are a couple of Mondays that I need some help with, but we'll figure something out. Anyway, so like I said, next week's do-it-yourself stress relievers and caramel apple martini. If you have not yet, I've got a Facebook page, YouTube, Pinterest, and Instagram page, all for Martini with Amanda. Go and follow them. I'm trying to, for the Pinterest page, add all these Facebook Lives, add all these ideas and stuff into there. And I'm uploading all the videos to YouTube. So I would appreciate your guys' help. Share the page, share your ideas, like the page. Make sure you have checked to get notifications when the page goes live. That way so you can join me on Monday nights. And I guess that is it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening and have a great week ahead of you. Bye.